Welcome aboard Blue Moon. I'm Jillian, and this is Jonas. We live aboard our 1978 Catalina 30 sailboat. Join us while we explore the West Coast by land and sea, while living in our tiny floating home. If you enjoy these videos, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back, everyone. Today I am going to be doing an oil change on our Universal Marine M25 diesel engine. I really wanted to do an oil change before we get out cruising this summer, so I've actually got my brother coming over to help me with that, so that will be good. It should be pretty simple and it'll be really good to get it done before we go out sailing. I'm also going to check and change the zinc in the engine, so I picked up a few of these yesterday, so I had some extra ones. I do have to cut them down a little bit so they'll actually fit in. All short. Holy moly, these are not easy to get through. Here's my other end. But yeah, so this should be able to fit in once I can get the old one out. So I've got an oil pump, like that sucks the oil out of the engine. Got my oil. The engine takes 4-point-something liters, so I just got a 5-liter jug and that should be enough. And then I also keep spare oil on the boat just in case the oil levels drop and I need to fill it up while we're out off the docks. I have an oil filter wrench to take the oil filter off. And then I'll also be replacing that oil filter with a new one, just because I don't know when it was last replaced. And then rubber gloves, so it doesn't get too messy. And then I also have like dog pee pads, and I'm gonna use these to help catch any oil drips, because you want zero oil going into your bilge, because anything that goes into the bilge is ultimately going to end up in the ocean, and I don't want to be dumping oil into the ocean. And then I also have 2 old jugs to put the old oil into, and and then just a funnel to refill the oil with. So I think this is all we need. I'm gonna open everything up so we have lots of room to work on it, and then I'm gonna run the engine for like 15 or so minutes just to get the oil warm and more viscous, because otherwise it's hard to pump out. And after I let it run, I'll let it sit for a little bit so all of the oil drains back down, but not too long so it gets cold again, so kind of in between. Okay, this is how we're looking so far. I basically just opened everything up, so we have lots of access to the engine. It's going to be super loud today because I think there's some sort of protest going on outside, and lots of honking, lots of horns, lots of shouting, so hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so I think the engine was running for like 16 or 17 minutes. I'm just waiting for it to drain down now. I like to run the engine every week or so anyway, just to keep things lubricated and making sure they're running well. Okay, so I let the engine sit for about 11 minutes, and guess who's here?
Hello, I've arrived.
Okay, introduce yourself.
I'm Jillian's brother, Andrew. I'm here to help change some oil today.
Good, much needed help.
Yeah. So where are you at?
We're gonna suck the oil out of the dipstick part. The oil honestly looks pretty good. Like, it's black, but it's not like tinny or milky, which is really good. We're just gonna shove paper towel in there just in case there's any leaks.
Where's the actual opening? I can't see it.
Start pumping.
Start pumping. Ooh. Why is it taking so long? Oh, it might be too far in.
You think?
Yeah, if it doesn't,
You can pull it out a little bit.
try pulling it out a little bit. Try again. We just wiggled it around a little bit and then it kind of got a suction.
I couldn't see the oil. I'm like, well, it's going somewhere. It should keep going. It should have a bit of a siphon now.
Ooh, it's a little warm. Nice.
Well, he heated it up, so I'd hope so.
Slowly going up. So it's just siphoning on itself, by itself. Cool stuff.
Yep. Now we wait.
Now we wait.
This thing has a big enough capacity to hold it all, right?
Probably. I don't actually think so, but we're gonna find out.
So all I did there was move the hose a little bit around, because sometimes it will be like down in the bottom and then hooked up, and then it won't suction properly. It won't suck it up, right?
Nice. Oh,
You're getting there.
I hear a gurgle.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
We'll try and suck it all through there. Yeah, so there's still some in there for sure.
Okay, nice.
There. And we'll go out and pour it into the jugs. It doesn't have like a pump out, like we gotta pour it.
I figured.
Can I do this?
Yeah, and then you catch that and then I'll just be able to pour it.
There. That's fine.
Wow, this is working so well.
Watch out. Yeah. Sometimes if you angle it, it can pour a little better, but should pull away. It's not too
do you
deep.
top?
Yeah, 1 second. Just gonna give that a quick wipe, and then we'll put this back in right away. Okay, now we get the rest.
So we're gonna try and suck the rest out, right?
Yeah, there's probably about half a liter left, based on there being 4 liters in there.
I'm gonna take 4 liters out.
That's usually how it works, unless it's burning a little bit of oil.
Oh, it's coming! Yay!
Yeah.
Man, it's just so cool. Like, I love watching that.
It's pretty satisfying. Oop. It's probably not much. Okay, we'll go pour this out. Oh yeah, I think that's about, if there's 4 liters in there, that's about 4 liters. Because we were at 3.5 before, and that feels to me to be about a half a liter.
Plus, like, this wasn't all the way full. Like, it was to there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, so we're putting a dog pad down to catch any oil drips. Saving the planet one pea pad at a time.
There. That should be good, I think.
This is the oil filter, which we'll be taking off with the wrench. Wow, is that gonna fit now? It's too big. Okay, I can actually just get it off with my hands, so that's what we're gonna do. I think, lefty-loosey, catch all oil. Holy moly, this is a lot going on.
Yeah, quite a bit comes out there. Looks like you got most of it in the Tupperware there.
Nice. Look at that. Okay, I need it.
Yeah, and just.
This is terribly awkward.
You can kind of shove one in there. Be careful not to get any grit in there. It's not that big of a deal. Just like you don't want to jam dirt in there.
Okay, so we got the old fuel filter out, and now we're going to prime the new fuel filter. And on this, it tells you how tight it has to go. So this says 1 full turn after the seal like just starts touching the part. Okay, take it away.
Tends to help. Whoa.
Holy moly.
Okay, well, maybe we'll just leave it like that. You look in there and tell me if you think you're gonna be able to do that fast enough.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well,
if we
like,
fill it up more.
I can bend it like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll put a little more in then.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it just drips down onto the pads, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Nice. Okay. Oh, it's got real messy real quick.
Yeah, put the cap back on that oil just so we don't spill it everywhere.
Good thinking. With this, you have to get a little bit of oil and then lubricate the seal.
So it doesn't tear when you're tightening it or like move out of place.
Oh, okay.
Right,
nice.
so it slips on the face there. But
I'll hold a paper towel underneath again.
you can just chuck those down there so it absorbs more.
I'll put this here too, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
So this one's tough because it's sideways and you have to be quick.
Oh. Okay,
Just
ready?
do it. Yeah, go.
Oh!
that bad. We could have filled it more.
Look at that. Okay, so it's touching now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do one full turn so I can see this again.
Yeah.
Ready? One.
Yeah, so that should be, yeah, that'll be good.
Man, I'm impressed. I didn't even spill that much.
No, you did pretty good. We probably could have put a little more, but I think we got enough in there.
Now what?
Now we can clean up some of these paper towels, and then we just need to pour oil in.
Cool, we're getting there. This was so much easier than I expected.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's a little harder when you can't. Because normally you just drain it from the pan at the bottom.
Yeah.
You don't have to suck it out, so it
Right.
adds an extra step.
The long part.
Being in a boat.
Cool. No oil in the bilge.
Nice.
It's like a diaper.
It is like a diaper, a dirty oil diaper. Now the reason brake clean's super helpful, like it's not dirty, but like it cleans it right out, right?
Yeah, and alcohol wouldn't do that.
Oh, it might.
Okay, nice. Because that's just kind of what
Not
I'm
good alcohol, I hope.
No, just the stuff for the stove that I don't have at the moment. Last and final step, almost. I'm gonna fill that oil.
I'll grab some.
Look okay?
Yep.
I don't like when people give me concerning looks when dealing with my engine. Okay, so should we just funnel her in?
Yeah. It's nice to have a rough estimate of how much you need to put in, but we'll just fill it, and then as we're filling, we'll check with the dipstick.
Okay, nice. I think it's
And then
about,
once we get-
it's something like 4.1 liters.
Yeah, so once we get close to that, and it's like kind of right on the dipstick, then we'll run it quick.
To get it through.
Just for a bit, just for like 30 seconds, like a minute or something like that, just to get it through. And then we'll check the level again and fill it up if we need more.
Nice.
And you have one of those suckers, so if we accidentally put too much in, you can always take a little out.
Cool.
Which isn't ideal,
But still.
it's an option. And the reason you don't fill up from here, because you can probably see in there, the engine, like the internals are right there.
Oh,
So,
you
like-
did get in the way.
Yeah, like you can't actually get the straw down to the pan, because when
see.
you go into the dipstick, that goes right into the pan.
Got our paper towels. I'm kind of nervous for this part. Are we ready? Freddy. Let's do this. Oh, oil. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice, 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 nice. Now it's going to take a lot, correct?
There's a strip on the back of the oil, like the jug you're holding,
Oh.
that you can see roughly how much you poured in. So pour a little over half to start with. Keep in mind you're at an angle, so like that's meant to be read flat, right?
I feel like I should stop.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
I'm half, but you got the whip.
Yeah. Get the whip.
The whip.
You said it's supposed to have 4 liters in?
Like 4.1 or something like that.
Oh, we're at 4 liters still?
This, oh sorry, this says 3.5.
3.5 there, so we put 1.5 liters in. Yes.
So this needs to go down to about 1.
Yes.
Because we already used some.
Yeah,
oil.
about 1.
Oh, I see what you mean by an angle.
Yeah, the angle kind of helps it. And then see how it doesn't glug?
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. I think it has something to do with like the air in the handle, but I really don't know why it works. It just does.
Oh, that's cool.
We can check the level now if you want. Just
This is 2.5, but should we just check anyway?
may as well. Probably won't show up. Nope. We have more to put in. That is about half. It's about right there at my thumb.
Okay, so how much do we need?
We'll run it first and then top it up, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's pretty good.
And we won't run it very long, hey? Just a minute or so?
Yeah, just to get
30 seconds?
the oil kind of circulating through
Okay.
it. This is like the accepted range, right?
Oh, nice.
Just
And it was
about-
right in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah, probably a little over middle, but
Oh, okay, perfect.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's run this puppy. Okay, so we ran the engine for a little bit and just to get things moving through, and we're close. We just need a little more, I think.
Yeah. Usually it's like, I'm gonna maybe like 1/2 liter between the top and the bottom of that mark, so it's
Oh, okay.
not actually too big of a difference. We'll just give it a second to go down,
to drain
right?
down, yeah. A little more.
I wasn't watching. I was
that's probably
working on my camera angles.
Okay. We can try that. And I will check it after our first trip. Just to like make sure everything's good. And I mean, I'll be checking oil regularly because that's what you need to do.
We need to make sure it's not burning any oil, basically, on our first trip, because I don't know.
Yeah.
If you've been keeping track of that or not yet.
I have been checking it periodically.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's been staying relatively like the same level.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been burning it all winter.
That's good. You also haven't moved all winter.
I know. So, this is the test, really.
Yeah.
Glug.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Glug.
Oh yeah. Do one more.
Glug.
You should request they play different songs on the bells so it doesn't get dry.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty good.
Pink.
It's almost at the top. We'll just do one more.
Yeah, so that's right there. So,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And just keep an eye on it when you take it out for the first time.
Okay, nice.
And you have a little bit left in there to top it up, I think.
Yeah, and I've actually got a whole other 5 liter.
Oh, perfect.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oil change
Completed.
complete. We're trying to get this zinc out.
There we go.
Hey! How's it looking? Pull it straight out. Is water coming out?
Seawater.
Let's see.
Does the zinc come out separately? Like, should there be a little...
Yeah, so the zinc is
I
gone.
feel something, like a chunk in there.
So this is the heat exchanger, and we're gonna take this end cap off because we think that the zinc is still stuck in here. I don't know why it would have come out, but we gotta get it out now.
Yeah, I guess, like, as long as it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's off. I hope this is the zinc. How on earth are we gonna get that out?
So there's actually 2 zincs stuck in here, like zinc rods. I don't understand why that would have happened. Obviously they both broke off. And we're trying to get them out. Zinc number 1. That's surprisingly not corroded. Let's see it.
I mean,
Ooh, wait.
I don't know if that's good or bad. It obviously has corroded a little bit, but...
That's good though, because these are the sacrificial. We're sacrificing the zinc.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's
so
shot or what.
crazy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely, I think, replace it. I cannot believe.
That's funny, there's 2 in there.
I mean, this is actually good news because I was stressed out that the zinc was completely gone. But it turns out I just had 2 in there. And they just happened to break off for some reason. Because usually they just like wear away, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
Come out.
Just another chunk out the bottom.
That looks like a gnarly thing. See, that's probably, this is the one that I think I replaced in last September.
Yeah.
This is the one, that must just be a piece. Nice, so we are gonna put a new one in because then we know that the zinc is all good to go.
Some new zinc.
Perfect. Screws in.
How do you know what length? You just look online?
Last time we changed it was 1.5 inches.
I'm assuming just hand tight is fine with this. Yeah, it's not really holding anything.
Well, apparently it doesn't even stay on, so who cares at this point? So these are super easily, or at least this one is quite easy to cross thread. And since it's brass, it's really soft.
Yeah.
Well, nice. I missed the whole thing.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were filming. Went right in.
Oh, okay, so it was too long. I'll correct my notes. Probably 1.25 inches. So the whole plate is supposed to screw?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. I'm loosening it. Yay! Here we go.
Holy ton in here.
I know.
All done, zincs and
All
oil.
done!
Your cabin's a bit of a mess, but...
Yeah, I get to deal with this all by myself. That's okay, that was huge. Big job done. Cool, thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun. I don't have much to do these days, so it's always fun coming and doing a project on the boat.
Yeah.
Hopefully I want to get out sailing with you, so...
Yeah, I think you'll be a regular in some sailing trips, hopefully. things are all cleaned up. Table is back in place, and yeah, it feels really good to get that done. It's always kind of funny doing an oil change in your living room, but now we won't need another oil change for the season. And this is the first oil change that I've done on this boat, so it's just a good feeling. I know when it was done. I always mark down the hours when I change the oil. I have a little logbook, and I make sure I write down the engine hours and the date that I changed the oil and the oil filter, and also the zinc, just so I can keep track of that. We were really careful not to drip any oil onto the engine or into the bilge, because if it does enter the bilge water, then the oil is eventually shot out into the ocean, and we really don't want that. So we made sure we were really careful. Those dog pee pads work really, really well if you just put it underneath, and they've got plastic on the bottom, so the oil's not going to soak through and they can get wet. Overall, it wasn't actually that messy. The toughest part is putting that oil filter on, because it is sideways, not like in a vehicle where the oil filter is just straight up and down and you just screw it in, screw it out. But other than that, it went really well. Feels good to get that zinc changed as well. I was a little nervous after leaving it for the winter. Again, since this boat, I've only had this boat for about a year now, and I'm not really familiar with how fast the zincs typically degrade away. Although it broke off inside the heat exchanger, there was still a bar there, so I feel really good about that. That means there was a zinc in there and it was doing its job. It turns out I actually need to cut that zinc to 1.25 inches approximately for it to actually fit into the heat exchanger. I thought it was 1.5 inches, but it hit inside, so we cut it down a bit and then it fit well there. Remember to open up the through hull again when you turn it off, when you're changing your zinc, because you really do not want to forget that. It's not a big deal. It can sit closed when the engine's not running, but I always keep it open because I know I'm gonna forget. Like, I will forget to open that through hull. If I'm going to be leaving it closed for a while, I actually just put a piece of tape either on my keys or over where I put the key in to start it, so I can't physically start it without noticing that tape, and a little note just saying like open the through hulls, because that would be bad. Thank you so much, Andrew, for coming to help. Definitely made it a lot easier, so I appreciate that. This is one of the bigger projects that I really wanted to get done before we take the boat out onto the water. So now that it's done, there's nothing holding us back. So I'm getting really excited to get out there and kind of shake off the rust, get this boat moving again. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. We're filming. And he's taking over. Recruiting the cameraman. Okay, so how does one...
Whoa.
This is gonna be confusing. Like, how would a person use...
Here, I'll just stop this for now.